At that moment, no one knew that Reuben Meyer would learn in one night that the life his family called exemplary was built on a lie. I'm Reuben. I'm 22 years old and I work the night shift at a small supermarket in Rotterdam. My life is simple. Maybe too simple. I come home in the morning and sleep. I go to work in the evening. I see my family on weekends. I'm a quiet man. People interpret this as being mature. But the truth is I never learned to talk. Or maybe I was never allowed to. But the most shocking thing was that everything changed that Friday night. When the phone rang, it was 2:47 a.m. It said Dad on the screen. My dad never calls at this hour. My heart raced. Reuben, come home. Now. His voice was shaking. But not angry, he seemed scared. What happened, Dad? I can't talk now. Come. Don't tell your mother either. The phone hung up. But what he didn't know yet was waiting for him. I left my shift halfway through. I told my boss it was an emergency. The tram wasn't running, so I called a taxi. Every second on the way I got more tense. My dad doesn't do this. He's a man with a plan. He controls everything. This call was not normal. When I arrived home, the lights were dim. Only the kitchen lamp was on. I opened the door. This is where everything changed. My dad was sitting at the table. In front of him was a file, 2 glasses of whiskey and his phone. He didn't even look at me. Sit down. I sat down. Reuben, I'm going to ask you something. And I want you to tell the truth. I nodded. I couldn't even speak. Last Tuesday night, around 11, where were you? I thought. Tuesday, I was at work. As usual. I was at work, Dad. Why? His eyes turned to me for the first time. There was panic in them. But at the same time, it was as if he was making a request. Are you sure? Yes. Did anyone see you? Did you go out? No, I was in the warehouse all night. We were doing inventory. Why are you asking? Wait a minute, don't miss this detail. My dad opened the file. He took out a paper and put it in front of me. The police want a statement. From you. There was an accident. A hit and run. The car was our company vehicle. I froze. My family runs a small logistics company. 3 vans, 1 car. I never worked there. I didn't want to. But Dad always emphasizes it's a family business. Which car? The white Fiat. The license plate, you know. I knew. That car was the vehicle my dad used. When did the accident happen? Tuesday night. 11:15 p.m. I swallowed. Dad, where were you? You haven't seen the biggest surprise yet. My dad stood up. He walked to the window. He turned his back. I was at home. With your mother. But the vehicle is registered to you. You have a license. We sometimes show the company using you for taxes. Ah. My heart started beating in my throat. So the police think I was driving? Not exactly yet. But the driver hasn't been identified. The accident is simple. Hitting a parked car. But there's an injured person. Minor. But a complaint was filed. And the vehicle fled. Fled? My dad turned around. There was no expression on his face. Reuben. You're a good kid. You've always been here for us. Quietly, without problems. Now I'm asking you for something. Just once. Now what you're seeing is nothing. Tell the police you were home that night. Not at work, at home. Your mother and I will say the same. You'll state that you didn't have the car keys, that you didn't even use the car that night. That's all. Simple. But who actually drove it? Silence. A long silence. Reuben. It's better if you don't know some things. I understood at that moment. Dad had driven it. Or someone else. But whoever drove it, the family had to protect them. And me? I was the quiet kid. The one who doesn't ask questions, doesn't object, always stays in the background. You won't believe this, but I said no. My dad froze. What did you say? No. I won't lie. His face turned red. But he didn't yell. Instead, he spoke in a more dangerous tone. Reuben. Think about this family. Your mother has been struggling since her hospital surgery. The company is already drowning in loan debt. If an investigation opens, the company is finished. We're finished. What about the injured person? Minor injury. Neck hernia. Has insurance. But you fled. My dad hit the table with his fist. I didn't flee. Someone else was driving the car. But now we can't reveal that person because... He stopped. Because that person was either a family member. Or worse, maybe unlicensed. Maybe drunk. But what he didn't know yet was... Who was driving, Dad? You're not going to ask that. At that moment the door opened. My mom came in. Her hair was messy. Her eyes were swollen. Reuben, she said softly. Please. Just once. Do this for us. My mom never begs. But at that moment she was begging. Mom, someone got hurt. I'm being asked to lie to the police. No one died, Reuben. Just a small accident. But we could be finished. What about my conscience? My mom looked away. I couldn't sleep that night. In the morning they called from work. Will you come back, they said. I don't know, I said. In the afternoon I got a call from the police. Mr. Meyer, we need to take a statement about where you were Tuesday night. I understand, I said. I'll come tomorrow. I hung up the phone. But the most shocking thing was that evening my dad called again. Reuben. You know what you're going to say tomorrow, right? No, Dad. I don't know. Reuben. Don't destroy this family. Dad, who was driving the car? Silence. Then in a low voice, your uncle. I froze. My Uncle Peter. My mother's brother. 40 years old, constantly unemployed, a man with a gambling problem. The family's shame. But my mom always protects him. My uncle? Does he have a license? No. It was revoked. For drunk driving. And that night, was he drunk? My dad didn't answer. But his silence said everything. This is where everything changed. The next day I went to the police station. The officer was polite. He asked simple questions. Where were you Tuesday night? I was at work. At the supermarket. Are you sure? Yes. There are camera recordings. My colleagues were there too. The officer took notes. Did you drive the vehicle? No. I never used that car. It's my father's work vehicle. But insurance records show you as a user too. Only on paper. For tax advantage. But I never actually used it. The officer frowned. So who do you think was driving? I paused. Everything would change here. I don't know, I said. I lied. But it wasn't exactly a lie. I didn't know for sure. I just guessed. When I got home, Dad was waiting for me. What did you say? That I was at work. That I didn't drive the car. He showed relief. Good. You're a good kid, Reuben. But Dad, I didn't say who was driving either. He stopped. What do you mean? I mean, I didn't protect them. But I didn't snitch either. My dad narrowed his eyes. What does that mean, Reuben? It means this isn't my problem anymore. It's yours. You haven't seen the biggest surprise yet. A week later, the police found my uncle. How? Because someone reported him. My mother. Yes, you heard right. My mom reported her own brother. When I found out, I was shocked. But my mom was cold-blooded. Reuben, she said. Peter is already a ruined man. We're not. I can't let you get involved in this. That's why I told the truth. But he's your brother. He's my brother who can't take responsibility. You're my son. And I don't want to lose you. At that moment I understood that family is not just a blood bond. Family is a hierarchy of who can be sacrificed. My uncle was arrested. Driving without a license, drunk driving, and fleeing the accident scene. He got 8 months in prison. My mom never visited. Neither did my dad. I went once. My uncle looked at me. There was no hatred in his eyes. Just emptiness. You're a good person, Reuben, he said. Never change. But I had already changed. Now what you're seeing is nothing. A month later I quit my job. I moved to another city. I still talk to my family. But I'm not their quiet son anymore. Now I have my own voice. Lesson: sometimes what your family asks of you can be smaller than what you owe yourself. People who love you may not let you use your conscience in the name of protecting you. But remember, staying silent doesn't protect them. It makes you lose yourself. If one day they ask you for something just this once, stop. And ask, who will be left after this once? If the answer isn't you, then you've already lost.